Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to talk about Mexico. And that's why you see me dress the way I dress up, like a ranchero, vaquero, a Mexican man. The only thing that I need is my tequila and lime that I can warm a little bit. But anyway, let's start. Mexico is reborn again as a powerful nation. For some of you probably don't know that at one time Mexico was very rich as United States. This was after the Mexican Revolution, which happened in 1910. And from 1940 to 1970, Mexico was a very rich country. But since corruption and all the problems that they have, became very poor. But now it's going back again to be a rich nation, and you're going to see in the years ahead. So Mexico is reborn again as a powerful nation again. One of the things is that Mexico has the ability to be a rich country because of her strategy location in the world. Mexico is able to trade with the whole world. From the north, USA and Canada. From the south, Central and South America. From the east, Europe, Arabia, Middle East, and Africa. And from the west, Russia, China, and Australia. So Mexico had the power to be a rich nation and a powerful nation in the world. Another thing that it has is a lot of natural resources. It has mines of gold, silver, lithium, copper, zinc, oil, natural gas, coal, wood, and minerals, and mercury, magnesium, and iron. Her story and culture is rich. It's the land of the mestizos. Mestizos are the people that are mixed from Spaniards and Indians or Aztecs. That's what the mestizos is. So I am a mestizo. It doesn't. I don't look like the another people with dark skin, but most all the people in Mexico is from the Aztecs or another like Toltecs, Toltecas, Chichimecas, Totonacas, Otomíes, etc., etc., etc. There are so many cultures in Mexico. There are over 68 Mexican native groups that speak different dialects. So it's rich and different kind of people. This is what happened to Mexico while it's poor. There was a corruption period, and this corruption presidents that rule Mexico, they stay in power for 6 years. We call them sexenios. Since 1982 to 19 no since I'm sorry since 1982 to 2018, start with the president Miguel de la Madrid, luego Carlos Salinas de Gortari, Ernesto Zedillo, Vicente Fox, Felipe Calderón, Enrique Peña Nieto. So México ha tenido it's been having these corrupt presidents. Mexico suffered the worst period of corruption in the Mexican history. 36 years of corruption. What we call it is the neoliberalismo. These 6 presidents that stole the money of Mexico, they hand over concessions, or what they call in concessions, the oil, Pemex, electricity, the commission, the Federal Commission of Electricity, the CFE, CFA to foreign countries and Mexican millionaires. They even hand over national territory. Uh, Corporations publicize banks, credits, institutions, Telmex, Mexicana de Aviación, Televisa Azteca, Siderúrgica Lázaro Cárdenas, Fertilizantes Mexicanos, only to mention some of them. Insurance, factories of sugar, mines of gold, silver and copper, lands, airports, uh, all were property of the nation. And these corrupt presidents hand over foreign nations and also individuals, which they didn't pay taxes as a way to keep corrupt presidents in power and have the favor of them. All of this robbery that they did caused so many Mexicans, so many people staying in extreme poverty. This corrupt president controlled the Senate, the deputies, the Electoral College, the judicial power, the Supreme Court, and the media, television and radio. This corrupt president stole more from Mexico they even cannot compare, not even compared to the Spanish conquistadores, which also Spain stole so much from Mexico in the conquista. But this corrupt president, these 6 corrupt presidents, they stole more than even the Spanish conquistadores. But now is a time when Mexico is changing. And this is because of the new president that we have at this time, the idealist and extraordinary president, Andrés Manuel López Obrador. He ran for president in 2 sexenios. But corrupt politician stole the presidency from him by fraudulent actions and cheating. In 2008, they stole 1 presidency for him, and then in 2012. But he didn't give up. He continued running again, and in 2018, and finally, he got the office with more than 30 million votes, something that never happened in the story of Mexico. He was the greatest president of Mexico, and he is. He's still in power. He had 1 more year, and we know he's going to do more stuff that he is doing right now. We have a great president in the past, was one of the heroes in Mexico. His name is Benito Juarez. Andrés Manuel, the new president now in Mexico, is similar to him. Is the second Benito Juarez, in my own concept. Maybe some people don't think it that way, but in my own concept, Andrés Manuel López Obrador, the president of Mexico, is the second Benito Juarez. As president, he replaced the politicians in high position with honest people and attack the corruption head on. By investigating previous politicians, confiscate illegal properties, frozen their bank accounts, and processing them legally. And some were arrested. The money they stole returned back to Mexico for social benefits for poor people. Even the secretary of the period of one of the presidents, Calderon, he was the Secretary of Security, Garcia Luna. Maybe you hear the name. Uh, he is in jail in Brooklyn, New York, here in the United States, for colluding with drug cartels, and also Joaquin El Chapo. You might be familiar with him, and his son also. All of them, they are in jail. And so it was a very terrible time in Mexico. A lot of crimes, a lot of stealing, a lot of robbery, and the people more poor, uh, poor people more poor. And so it was a terrible time in Mexico at that time. Now this president is the fourth transformation, that what we call it, la cuarta transformación. Uh, Before it was three transformation that he mentioned. The first one was the independence of Mexico from Spain. The priest Miguel Hidalgo in 1810, and the second transformation was the uh, Guerra de Reforma, where Juarez, Benito Juarez, do a lot of reforms in the constitutions, as this was from 1859 to 1863. And the third was the revolution of Mexico. There was the Porfirio Diaz, the Porfiriato. This man ruled Mexico for 30 years, about 29, 30 years. And this was happened in 1910. So this is the fourth transformation of Mexico, what he is doing right now. He's buying back institutions, oil, energy, made new roads, trains, parks, airport, refineries. Uh, One of the refineries, and maybe you know about this, is in Deer Park in Texas. It was owned by Shell and Pemex from Mexico. He bought the Shell. He bought the 50% of shares from Shell. So now Pemex in Texas is completely owned by Mexico. He placed new reforms in the Constitution to avoid corruption in the future, give bi-monthly money to the third age. That's what they call in third age people that are 65 years old or more. In handicaps, uh, grants to students, becas to students, create jobs, that people don't join to the cartels or emigrate to the United States. For this reason, and you agree with me, you don't see Mexicans coming to the United States anymore because there is so much work in Mexico. And so they stay in Mexico. You see people that come into to the United States from Central America, like Venezuela, Guatemala, Nicaragua, etc. He is building also hospitals, clinics, and pharmacies to make the medical care free for everybody, which we don't have in the United States. Poor people that don't afford medical attention, they die. Only is for people that have money or have insurance. If you don't have no insurance, then you die. That's what it is here in the United States. It's true. But in Mexico, it's going to be completely free. All the medical attention. Uh, and so it is building hospital, clinics, and pharmacies, and everything is going to be free for the Mexican people. Uh, and also what he's doing is paying the external debt they have Mexico with the United States. I think it is paid off. I can't remember. It is part that he paid. Excuse me. Or is the whole amount that they owe. So gasoline and energy doesn't go up in Mexico because it's belong to the nation. Here in the United States, since it's in the hands of different people, they can raise the prices of gas, But in Mexico, it's not that way because it's belong to the nation. It's Pemex. And neither energy, electricity, or gas, natural gas. And so he's doing all these things for Mexico. And so, but let me tell you why is this president is better than any other president in the past? Because the strategies that he's been used. Uh, Let me mention three of them. Okay. First of all, he gained the love and the trust of the Mexican people. One. Second, replace the members of his cabinet, people that is going to be with him in his period, and third, introduce reforms and add articles in the constitutions. So this man is a very smart man. He's a lawyer, and he is one that we call an idealist, like Gandhi, like people that are transformed, the nations. And so my prayers are with Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador, that he still have 1 year, and 1 year he's going to do more stuff in Mexico. In fact, he had plans to cut the narrow land of the Mexican Republic, which is in Veracruz, close to the peninsula of Yucatan, is the narrow part of the Mexican Republic, and want to make a canal. Because Panama Canal, it doesn't work like used to be. It's all now, and ships had to wait for long time, months sometimes, to pass through. So did you imagine if he does that, he does the canal in Mexico, they don't have to go to Panama to go to the other side of the world. They're going to cross through. That's going to bring a lot of source of money also. And so, but that's what's going to happen. That is what is happening right now in Mexico. So I encourage you to visit Mexico. It is a different place. Too many Americans are emigrate to Mexico. In some of the parts, they only speak English. Like Belize. We went to Belize. My wife and we went to Belize in a cruise. In Cozumel, in Puerto Vallarta, and Acapulco. Acapulco is destroyed at this time because of the hurricane that happened. But we've been in 2 cruises, and I enjoy to be in Mexico. And sometimes, we live in like a check by check, and they think that the cruise is only for rich people or people that have money. No, it's not that. You can pay in payments. My wife pay in payments that we can be in Mexico. So I encourage to visit Mexico and bring the dollars over there to Mexico, because they treat you so good. They know that you carry dollars. And so, and people in Mexico, they are friendly. They're humble, they're friendly, they're nice people. And I am nice sometimes, but not all the time. Anyway, this is for education, and I'm going to continue doing my videos. All the videos that I do it in English and in Spanish. If you speak only English and you want to learn Spanish, check my videos in Spanish, and vice versa. If you speak only Spanish, check my videos in English, and you're going to learn English. And so I do this because I enjoy it. And subscribe to my channel. Okay, subscribe to my channels, that you can see all the videos that I'm gonna do in the future. God bless.